After so many rank 5 runs, I finally realized why I kept failing. Every death taught me something, and today I'm sharing the strategies that help me survive longer in Leon Must Die Forever. The biggest lesson I learned was this: never start a fight unless you have both the right weapon and the right perks. A strong weapon without good perks isn't enough, and great perks without a strong weapon won't carry your run either. In rank 5, both work together. That's what gives you the best chance to survive. Every enemy behaves differently. Some rush you, some keep their distance, and some punish even the smallest mistake. I learned that the hard way. If you don't understand their behavior, even the strongest weapon won't save you. But when you combine the right weapon, the right perks, and the right timing, your chances of surviving become much higher. That's when I finally stopped relying on luck and started relying on experience. One mistake I made over and over again was starting fights before I was actually ready. I saw an enemy, got confident, and rushed in. Most of the time, that decision ended my run. After so many attempts, I realized that being ready isn't just about having a powerful weapon. It's about making sure everything is in your favor before the fight even begins. Before every major fight, I check my weapons, my perks, my ammo, and my surroundings. I already know where I can fall back if things go wrong, and I never enter a fight without a plan. Those few extra seconds of preparation have saved more of my runs than any weapon ever could. In rank 5, patience is a strategy. You don't have to fight every enemy the moment you see them. Wait for the right moment, make sure your loadout is ready, and then take the fight on your own terms. The enemies that scared me the most were the blue and red glowing zombies. At first, I treated them like normal enemies, and that was a huge mistake. They hit harder, survive longer, and one wrong move is enough to end your entire run. I learned very quickly that these enemies demand respect. Whenever I saw one of them, I stopped rushing. Instead, I checked my weapon, my perks, my ammo, and the space around me. If I wasn't ready, I didn't force the fight. I waited for a better opportunity because once they catch you off guard, escaping becomes almost impossible. The blue glowing zombies are incredibly fast and never give you time to breathe, while the red glowing zombies can absorb an unbelievable amount of damage and punish every mistake. Fighting them without a plan is one of the fastest ways to lose a rank 5 run. What finally helped me survive wasn't just having a stronger weapon. It was learning when to fight, when to reposition, and when to stay patient. Once I started respecting these enemies instead of underestimating them, I began surviving much longer than before. This was one of the biggest turning points in my rank 5 runs. Instead of wasting all my ammo on the Red Master Chef, I started using the environment to my advantage. The gas cylinder became my strongest weapon against him. One well-timed explosion could save a huge amount of ammo for the fights ahead. At the same time, I knew I couldn't ignore the Blue Master Chef. He's fast, aggressive, and gives you almost no time to react. That's why I always kept my distance and saved my strongest weapons for him. If I made even one mistake, the entire run could end in seconds. That's when everything finally started making sense. Rank 5 isn't about having the strongest weapon. It's about using your weapons, your perks, and the environment together. When all three work together, even the toughest fights become manageable. One thing this mode has taught me is that even playing well isn't always enough. Glowing military zombies are a nightmare on rank 5. They never stop moving, making headshots incredibly difficult. According to my experience, even normal military zombies are a serious threat on rank 5. These enemies retain their combat discipline, making them far more dangerous than the typical undead you encounter. Before you engage, check your weapons, ammo, and perks first to ensure you have the necessary firepower to handle their aggression. If you're not fully prepared, avoiding the fight is often the smarter choice, as conserving your resources is vital for surviving the later stages of the run. Sometimes, avoiding fights is the smartest decision you can make on rank 5. Every time I reach this area, I go straight to the weapon box, hoping to finally get a 3-star weapon, but I usually get the same result. Once I've checked the weapon box, I don't stay around trying to clear every enemy. Instead, I throw a grenade to create some space, run past the military zombies, and keep moving. It's much safer than getting trapped in a long fight. You don't have to kill everything you see. Sometimes using one grenade and running is far more valuable than wasting ammo, healing items, and risking your entire run. On rank 5, surviving is what matters most. Because eventually, the enemies that once looked impossible become enemies you understand. But let's be honest, sometimes understanding your enemies is not enough. Sometimes you also need a little luck, and maybe a prayer for those precious 3-star weapons. Because when the game finally gives you the weapon you need, it feels like a miracle. And when it doesn't, you start wondering if rank 5 is testing your skills or just testing your patience. And that is the real victory. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey, support the channel, and I'll see you in the next challenge. Stay alive, and remember, know your enemies.
No.